I want to talk about, which is Axosoft and what we've been doing. So when we were talking about this AZ disruptor stuff, we said, well, how do we fit into this easier, faster, cheaper model? Would we look at Axosoft and be like, hey, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, we can invest in this company? And what we found is that, yeah, our OnTime Windows application certainly meets those criteria. And in fact, in 2002, when it was launched all the way to this day, this is truly the easiest solution to use as far as the Windows application is concerned. It's faster than things that existed before, even to this day, in terms of setup, in terms of usability, and so on, and it's certainly cheaper. But if you look at the web version of our product, we think we do a pretty good job as far as the cheaper side. Ease of use, we probably get a B-C, but on the performance side, we probably get it close to a failing grade, if not a failing grade. And much of our success has probably been due to the Windows version of our product being meeting those criteria. But as the world is sort of transitioning to the web, we haven't seen this same level of success with the web version of our products. If we're going to sort of be honest with ourselves, we have to sort of recognize that truth. So we set out to change all that, and we said, what is an application that software engineers really love, that regular users love too? We wanted to sort of take a model app out there that has incredibly good performance and sort of see if we can meet that level of user experience. And one of the apps that we thought meets that criteria that everybody loves is Gmail. Now, how many people here use Gmail? It's like almost everybody. And if you ask people what they love about Gmail, it's the performance. Like, that's the #1 thing. It's speed, it's fast, it's got keyboard shortcuts, I can do what I want in it. And we said, hey, can we emulate the user experience of Gmail in the next version of this sort of much more complex project management tool? And of course, in project management tools, you have a lot more fields. Email only has like 5 fields you have to work with. So it's single user, email is single user, it's read-only. You're not editing emails. So there's a lot more challenges with project management tools, but hey, we wanted to emulate the user experience, and we thought it could be done, and we set out to do it. And the product is not yet released, but I have a preview that I want to show you, and this is going off of a live preview in our hosted environment. So everything you see here is not cached, it's not on my local machine, it's literally coming off of the same servers that you would hit if you were signing up for this service. And besides this sort of performance user experience, we thought, hey, maybe we could add a little bit of humor to it as well. And on our little login screen here, I'm going to sign in. And just like Gmail, we get the little loading strip at the beginning. And once it comes in, we have a very familiar look where we have our projects on the left-hand side here. We can click on a project, look at the details, the features that we're managing for that project on the right-hand side. And you can just see how snappy this thing is on a typical wireless connection. On the right-hand side, we have our, like wiki for the development team, features, bugs, and so on. I don't want to get into the details of each of the features, but what I do want to do is show the performance of this product, because that's really the one area where we felt that we fell really short. Now, in Gmail, you have keyboard shortcuts like these. And we wanted to actually emulate the same keyboard shortcuts. So if you're a Gmail user, you're actually going to feel right at home. Hitting J is like next, next, next. And you can see on the right-hand side, as I hit next, it's loading this information right off the bat. And again, this is not cached information. It's pretty amazingly fast. If you hit enter on a particular item, you're looking at the details of that item. Hitting J, again, next, 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 previous, and so on. You can see how fast this is. It's even faster than Gmail in a lot of cases, which is pretty incredible. So if we want to edit the details of an item, boom, and we can save that information. We can hit C to create a new item. So let's say we want to create a more witty login screen. And of course, we have HTML editor for description. We're going to go ahead and save and close this item. So here's the new item we just created. And how great would it be if you could just drag and drop some images into this web-based application and have those images immediately show up here in preview mode, and you can double-click the images. Is that cool? The drag and drop? Drag and drop for a web-based application. Of course, it works in Google Chrome, it works in Safari, it works in Firefox, but ID9, for whatever reason, decided not to have drag and drop. We can talk to Scott about that. So a lot of really cool performance-related features. We also improved the ease of use, the usability factors. But you know, for example, if you want to just look at high-priority items, you can see, for example, here, I can quickly click on this little filter, click on high, and look at the details of that item. I can hit O to open an item, Shift O to open it in a new window. Lots of cool stuff here. Hit U, go back to the grid, exactly where I was. I can clear out my search criteria. Very, very usable, very, very fast. Now, one of the things that we wanted to also add, that we said, hey, what application do developers use besides their IDE, project management tool, all the time? And if we were to do a survey, I bet you Notepad would be the #1 app, or some variation thereof, right? And if you're like me, if you use Notepad, one of the things that you have a problem with is you write a bunch of notes, and then your computer needs to reboot for whatever reason. You don't save your notes because it's, you know, you're going to come up with a file name. Who wants to do that? So the next time your computer reboots, you've lost all your notes. So we said, hey, what if we could have a scratch pad right there inside of the application, and as you know, you think of a new note, you can just type up your new note. And it's on top of you know, the main application. You can still interact with the main app. When you're done with it, you can just close it out. And your notes are automatically being saved, and you can name them if you want by just double-clicking it, and you can see your previous notes. If you want to open it up in its own window, you can actually do that, and it just takes a second to load in its own window, and now you can even close out the main window, and you don't even have to worry about it. And these notes are personal, meaning like it's not shared notes, but it's saved in the shared database, but nobody else can see it, right? And it's just automatic. And it gives you an opportunity, developers an opportunity to not have to pull up Notepad, and it gives them an HTML editor, which is pretty sweet. So that's all I have to show. If you're interested in this, we're going to have a beta of our application, V11, next month. Make sure we get your badge scan if you're interested in the beta. We're going to have you guys participate as well. Hopefully you'll agree that the performance on this thing is truly a disruptive user experience.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.